Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Blubberbutter, and I'm going to do a quick walkthrough here for Don't Escape 3. I did something similar for Don't Escape 1 and 2, and so I figured I might as well do it with this one. Now there are, how many achievements? There are 6 achievements, and I'm going to show you how to get all of them, because some people, like me, really like getting achievements to a ridiculous degree, and I would like to help you guys get that. So I'm going to start a new game, and we're going to start with the easiest one to get, which is called Spaced. I woke up with a terrible headache, like somebody hit my head really hard. Things were coming back to me slowly. I knew I was a pilot of this starship, but I had no idea how I wound up here. And the computer was counting down to something. Now the first achievement is just wait for this to happen. So we're just going to sit here. Now you can't see my face like you can in my other videos, and that's because for this walkthrough it's really just not important, and it also means that I have to do less editing later. And so there's a little bit of a lazy thing there. And some people don't like walkthroughs, they say it's being cheap. I disagree 100%. Sometimes you're stuck and you just need help, and sometimes you're busy and don't feel like putting the time into it to find things on your own. That's totally valid in my opinion. I have a family, I totally get it. So I'm trying to help you guys experience the game to have the most fun for you, because that's really what walkthroughs are about. There you go. So you get the first ending. That ended really fast for you. Your last moments, you could not have realized that the rescue party will meet a far worse end. And that is all you get for that one. So you get your first achievement, Spaced. Now, next ones are a little more complicated. And so I'm going to try to find the easiest, most time-effective way of doing this, and I think that's to start with the most complicated and work your way down, because you can get them all pretty quickly near the end. I've already read this. The first thing you have to do is restore safety protocol and abort ejection procedure, and then you can open interior door. Now, we'll worry about the exterior door later. Now, you have to read all these logs. I'll go ahead and read them in case somebody just wants to hear them. We've located what is left of the derelict. Something tore it apart like a tin can. We have found something among the debris. Remains. We think they're human remains. We also found some strange glowing crystal attached to the bones. We brought it on board for further analysis because nothing could go wrong with that. Dr. Grodberg will perform tests in the laboratory. Rick says there's another crystal floating in space. We'll have to check that later. I didn't notice that, so they told you there's one in space. And you have to check your status because that's important in the map. But I'm assuming you all know some of this, otherwise you wouldn't be looking at the walkthrough. The fuse is important, we'll have to check that later. Grab here, you need to grab all the logs. So you're going to get this log, subjects what appears to be an upper half of human remains. All the soft tissue is decomposed, which suggests that death occurred long before its exposure to the vacuum of space. There's a large crystal farm attached to the bones in the abdominal region. The crystal itself produces a bright blue light, despite being highly energetic. No other forms of radiation have been observed. However, it seems to be emitting subtle acoustic vibrations. Further tests are required. And you have to do this so you can figure things out. Now, this is important because it tells you how to solve the puzzle. I myself totally missed this part right here, and that was annoying. But I'll explain that in more detail later. It's locked. I forgot about that. Now, you need to grab this. Now, you're going to need to scan everything here. We'll just do it all at once because it'll be simpler. But you need that vial. And this is locked. This is too dark. You need to grab the plasma torch. Nothing else here is important. You need to grab this. Now you need to look at the logs here. So that's reading this log here, number 3. This is UFS Warsaw. We've picked up your distress call. We are setting course to intercept. Be advised we won't be able to reach you for 2 days. From your signal, we know that your life support systems have failed, and if you are unable to make repairs, use the escape pod and await our arrival. You have to get the next one from here, which is the only one you can access right now. Your mission is to investigate the anomalous readings of the sector. We have detected what may be a signature of one of our mining ships that went missing a few years ago. Move to the designated coordinates and scan the area for any signs that the lost ship are detected. Investigate and report back. So that's the ultimate goal of them. And once you know what to do, it's actually pretty simple, but it might take a while to figure out initially. So I'm gonna... You obviously have to put... Okay. You obviously have to put the fuse in here, and that affects the lights in this section. Beautiful dead body here. Have to pull out the knife. The only thing important here is the alcohol. Nothing else is important. Apparently the pancakes is a reference to some YouTuber. I didn't recognize the reference. You can mess with the mirror. It's not important, just for foreshadowing. And you need to grab the plants right here. And the plasma torch. And the data disk. This is for workshop blueprints. And this has a password that we will mess with later in order to get the ending. Now the knife is good for one thing only, and that is unscrewing this. You have the key. And that goes to the locker back here. Nope, not there. My bad. So you can unlock the door here. Did I do it? There you go. You need these... Okay, lag. Need the torches and need the bottle of acid. Now we should have... Oh, I missed it. I apologize. I am wasting your time. I completely forgot. You need to grab the blood from this guy. There you go. And you need to do that twice, I believe. And I'll explain that later. But for now, we have all you need. Now you can scan them if you want, and I can show you the basic readings so you know how to solve the puzzle. Oh, that's the plasma torch stuff. There you go. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the plasma torch so we have that ready. Now you can look over here at the readings if you want, the chemical analysis, and this helps you get the puzzle. As far as what you're supposed to do right now, I believe it's plant cells, antibiotic, and blood cells. And that is supposed to make this chemical combination. So blood, plant, and antibiotics. Begin mixing, and it's going to take 15 minutes. And it sounds like a big deal, but it's really not in the long run. So I have this flask of stuff, and I got stuck trying to do it here. Apparently you can't break open the door or unscrew it or anything. You are forced to, you're forced to go deal with that later. So let's go ahead and go here, put on the sunglasses, get ready to weld. I'm getting some lag here, which I don't know why, because my computer's actually fairly nice. At least it used to be. You have to cut that manually. Hopefully that's not an issue for anyone. Oh, did it stop? Oh. Of course, once I start doing a walkthrough, I start having all these issues. Open up that door. Now, there are a few ways you can handle this one. You need the access card for both of them. Now, just to be safe, I always erred on the side of... Okay. I always erred on the side of saving time. So for me, I just got the spacesuit. And that's all I needed. Now, you can use the tools to fix that, but it takes 20 minutes, I think. And that ultimately doesn't matter because you're about to add more time anyway. But I just did the spacesuit. Saved time for me. It says you'd better leave this alone. There's things you can do with it later. For now, you need to put the chemical mixture in the fire sprinkler access point and tell it to maintenance the isolation ward. And that should melt the crystals. Now, while you're here, you also want to hit auxiliary life support, and that'll add 3 hours. So that's what I mean about saving time. Now, this workshop blueprints goes into this workshop thing, and you need to make 2 things. That's the portable igniter. It'll take 40 minutes. Huge waste of time, but you need it. And you need to make a datapad MK2 processor. The MK2 processor ends up attaching to this thing right here. And it doesn't look initially like it does anything. But everywhere where there's dead people except for the captain, you can now go through and look at the security cams that were not enabled. And it takes 15 minutes for each one, so there's that. And what I didn't realize is this is actually a game. You're still part of the game. You have to control this person doing these things. Which is also kind of more foreshadowing, and you'll get small pieces of the tool of the code. So the next one you want to do is in here. Did I grab the explosives? There, I forgot to. Oh, that's because I just got this. It's unlocked now. Grab that code, read it. I was wrong, really wrong. The corpse didn't rot for any period of time. It's been consumed by the crystals. It's been growing inside. Burst that main open and continued to grow using soft tissue as a building material. I think this is what happened to the crew of the destroyed ship, and we might be next. As for now, I'm working on a formula for something that will dissolve the crystal, or at least weaken it, so it may be destroyed by force. An explosion might work. The sound is getting louder. All important stuff to the plot. For now, you want to look at the camera footage for her to see how she died. Again, it's kind of point-and-click thing. Click on her, click on the crystals. It's kind of the end. It's over. 7-4. And the code is different for each playthrough, so don't try to copy this code. It'll be different for each person. Couple jump scares here and there. You want to do the code for this one. Security cam. Yes, attempt it. Boom, scary person there. Click on that, click on him, and that's the end of that one. 740. Now you want to grab another thing of alcohol here. I don't need any more. Oh, no. Apparently you don't. My bad. But you will want to grab another flask of blood. And again, I'm not sure if this is actually needed, but I've done it each time, so I'm going to just stick with it. And another one of those. Use the security cam footage on this person as well. This one's kind of one of the more obvious ones. He gets stabbed in the back, and he's dead. Like, we already knew that's how he died. It was pretty obvious. And he looks at the camera at you. 7407. So now you can unlock this code. 7407. Now the door's unlocked. You see the silhouette of the person right here. You turn it on, and he's there waiting for you. You have to click on him twice. The suit is empty. It has my name tag. It's growing inside of me. I went to sleep and it used me to kill everyone. And then it tried to get rid of me in the airlock. Lock. There you go. Anyway, nothing more you can do there. Grab the captain's access card. And we'll move on from here. Now the last thing we need to do, and I'm not sure how important it actually is, not the escape pod. So you head over here. Close the interior door. Put on the spacesuit. Where is that? Here it is. Decompression. Open exterior door. Now if you're silly, you can try to go out, but it won't let you. You need to click here, usually twice, and it'll give you the rope. And hang around here, and it took me a long time of clicking, but you need to click right there and get the crystal there. And I think that's necessary for getting 100% decontamination, which is close the exterior door, restore pressure, open interior door. I believe that's important for getting 100% decontamination, which is part of one of the achievements. Now with the access code, you can go here, and you can view the last entry. Someone is killing everyone. Rick is dead. Jeff is dead. I've locked myself up on the bridge. I will send a distress call on... Captain? Oh god, Lieutenant, is that you? Yes, please let me in. I've locked the killer in the bunk room. Hang on, I'll open the door for you. Sounds of struggle and logins. That is the last one here, so I think that's all you needed for that achievement. Other things, self-destruct will not work, but you can deactivate safety protocols. And eyeball right there. Oh, so scary. You've got most of this done. Now, the last touches and the things I was missing. You need to go back to the lab. If you mix... Hold on, I should probably show this to you first. You have to mix the bomb here, otherwise it's useless. You have to have something to detonate it. If you try to go back through here and blow up the core, it will say the bomb is not strong enough. So obviously you need to fix that, and that's where this comes into play. Now, I'm not sure if you need to do this a second time. I've always done it, and so I'm going to do it this time. So what I say was plant, blood, and antibiotics. Mix that together. You have plenty of time. Very good. No. Okay, I don't know why it keeps sending me out when I hit exit. But now you need to collect it. And pour that into the bomb. And again, I'm not sure if that's important, but it worked for me. Now you have to do the second mixture, which is the amplifies explosive power, which I was an idiot and missed on my playthrough. And I've already done the calculations. You can look at it if you want, but it's a bottle of acid, it's a bottle of detergent, a bottle of alcohol. Begin mixing. And mix that to your bomb. Now your bomb is strong enough, and at this point you have what it takes to get all of the achievements, but you're going to have to end it a couple times. For the first ending, the most complicated one, try to go through here and place that there. You have what you need. Now you can move if you want, but it's going to blow up the whole ship, so right now you can hit detonate right here. And let's do that and see the ending. Detonate charges. Oh wait, hold on. I'm actually not sure if this is important or not. Because they never addressed it. But the 2 crystals you have now, the one you got from outside, can be dropped. And the one you coughed out can be dropped back on the pile with the others. I'm not sure if that's significant or not, but you might want to do that just because, to be safe. And then detonate charges. Something aboard the Horizon killed everyone and tried to kill you. It had to be stopped, so it starts at 100%. Her chemical recipe worked as intended, weakening the crystal and making it vulnerable. Down to 80. You tried to destroy it with a bomb by blowing up the whole ship, just to be sure. Brought it down to 30. It left nothing behind, or at least that's what you hoped. When you opened the bunk room, you learned the truth. The crystal obsessed you. Somehow those quiet vibrations were growing, forcing it to spread in your body. You knew there was no way out of it, so you did what needed to be done. Killed yourself, and it got rid of you altogether. Now there's 0% contamination. And you got all of the things you need to know the plot, and you left nothing behind. So that should give you 3 of them, I believe. There's nothing more than a scrap of metal floating in space. They will never learn what really happened. Unlocked achievements: the truth, learn the truth behind the murders, decontamination, clear all of it, and lost in space. Make sure no one finds out anything about the Horizon incident, ever. So that's 3 of them. If you go to your achievements page, there should be 2 left, I believe. Oh. Well, it just gave me the rest of the 2, but that's not supposed to happen. That's very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get Escape Pod and Hull Breach, because you aren't supposed to get them. I mean, if you get them from doing that, great. That's good for you, but that's not supposed to happen. So that's interesting. Now, Escape Pod you get simply by escaping on the Escape Pod. And there are different variations to it. You get slightly different wording if you blow up part of the crystal first and then go, or if you just go yourself. I'll go ahead and do the one that's probably the most realistic. That involves getting the bomb back and putting it in the lab with the other crystals. So go ahead and set the bomb here. And head out yourself. And this should work. I haven't tried it with the stronger bomb, but it should detonate and they give you the chance to leave. So let's detonate. The laboratory was destroyed, and with it the crystal was gone too, hopefully. There's not much you can do now, but use the escape pod and wait for the rescue. Do you want to do it now? It'll go through the same countdown, showing you everything, but it should stop at 30% because you didn't destroy yourself. Oh, 40%. Okay. Was that enough? Somehow those quiet vibrations were enough to start growing inside your body. Even though you knew you were infected, you decided to leave the ship and wait for rescue. Your escape pod just picked up and rescued by the ship. Now, if you didn't go and get all of the story, it would say the worst part is you'll never know what happened. Slightly different wording for anybody who's curious. All contact with the rescue ship was lost a few hours after her crew picked up the escape pod. The ship remains missing. And that should give you the escape pod, and you got the truth from getting all the other things. And now you have one more. And that one is, what's it called? Hull Breach. And that one's, it's not tricky at all. It's just very specific. Oh, wrong place. And you have to go get that explosion in the lab. You placed everything here, placed all the crystals here, placed yourself in here, and that, you have the extra bomb. I think you have to have the stronger bomb. Either way, you blow it all up with you inside. So now you detonate charges. Something about the Horizon. They count everything down like usual. She brings it down to 80%. You tried destroying it by blowing it all up down to 40. It possessed you, so you blew yourself up, and it brings it down to 10%, I think, because part of the ship's still there. The rescue party from the UEFS Warsaw boarded the Horizon. They found no survivors. The lab was completely destroyed. However, the logs were more than enough to learn what happened. The whole ship was transported to a top-secret research facility known only as the Sidereal Plexus 1. The end. And that should have given you all of the rest of the achievements. I hope that was useful for you guys. I was trying not to waste your time. I was trying to get through that as quickly and efficiently as possible. I hope I succeeded. I hope I helped aid you guys in enjoying this amazing game. It's, oh gosh. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. Script Welder is an amazing game designer. I don't know if it's a he or a she or a they, but I've very much enjoyed a lot of Script Welder's games. They're all really good. I recommend others if this is the first one you've played. In particular, Don't Escape 1 and 2 are also very good. Not as good as this one. This one is, in my opinion, the best so far. But, it's a matter of opinion. It's whatever. I hoped I was able to help you. I hope you guys learned something from this, but I'm going to stop wasting your time. If you guys enjoyed this, a like or subscribe would be really appreciated, but I'm going to stop. You all have a great day. And I, Mr. Blubberbutter, will see you later. Bye.